Hey, it's Craig with Remax. If you're seeing this, oh, I'm trying to steady the camera. Sorry about that. Hey, if you're seeing this and you're considering buying a home, this is going to be a great video for you. I talk to people all the time, and what I hear often, more often than I would have thought that I would hear it, is that people think that interest rates are so high right now. We're at I think they dropped a little bit, so we're still in the probably the mid to high fours. They might even be a little bit lower, but either way, even at 5%, gosh, the first house I bought, the interest rates were at 6.5%. So we're uh, we're not dealing with very high interest rates. Here's the other thing. Last time the rates were this low was like back in 20. I think 2008 or 2009. So when the market took its big hurl downwards, the government decided, hey, let's keep the interest rates low and help more people be able to afford homes. And so they dropped them and they kept them there, and they've been there for far longer than I think they should have been. Not that I want them to go up, but boy, they've been there for a long time. So. What does that mean? It means that they're probably going to continue going up. So if you think they're high now, wait a year. Wait a year, wait 2 years, and we'll see what they look like then. It's going to be crazy. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful. I just mean, they just can't keep them this low for as long as they have and continue this. Traditionally, interest rates are, I think the average is like 8.125%. So I don't think we'll get there anytime soon. But if we look back in last time they were this low, aside from 2008 or 2009, was back in 1965, 6, 7, somewhere around there. So another 50 years before they get low again, I wouldn't take a chance. So if you're considering making a move, I would say get out there, let's do some math, let's have a meeting and see if it's a good time for you. And by the way, if you're renting right now, I saw a post today that said, if you think interest rates are high at 4 or 5%, consider, and you're renting, understand that, gosh, I don't remember what the post was, but it was like if you're renting, your interest rate is 100%. In other words, you don't get any discounts, you don't get any, you're not borrowing money, you're actually paying that 100% out of your own cash into the homeowner's hands, and you're making them rich. One of the things that a lot of folks don't consider is the equity position that you might have in owning a home. In fact, I've got a guy that bought a house a year ago for it was a condo, $212,000, and he's looking at selling right now, and they're selling for 245 to 250, somewhere in that range, 255, something. It's been a while since I ran the numbers on that, but oh my gosh, in just a year, he's had that kind of an equity spread, equity increase. You also have equity when you're paying down your mortgage. You're creating equity there. You have a tax write-off. Man, if you are considering buying a house, if you don't already own, I wouldn't wait another second. If you do own, of course, there are some, you're already receiving those types of benefits. But if you're considering trading up and getting a bigger house, if that guy had that kind of growth on a $500,000 house, it could potentially be double what it is right now. So don't wait. Gosh, I don't even know why I got on this rant on this live. Hopefully it helps. Really, what I want to do is I want to remind people that interest rates aren't really that high right now. Interest rates are just they're actually really low right now. So if you're waiting for them to get any lower, you're going to wait too long. It's not going to happen. And you're going to miss out on a great time and a great opportunity to buy a house. So I would encourage you, don't wait any longer. Let's connect. Let's see if right now is a good time for you to buy a house. If you're renting, well, It's not, gosh, home ownership. A lot of people say don't throw your money away in renting. They would say to own a home because there's so much benefit, but it's not for everybody. People won't tell you that. People think that they'll just kind of slap a label on it and say that everybody should be a homeowner, and that's not necessarily true. So a quick 15-minute phone call with me, we can sit down and just on the phone, honestly take a look at your situation and see if owning a home is right for you. So give me a buzz. Let's see what we could do. There's going to be some way to get a hold of me on the page, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Hopefully this helped. Hopefully it's removing some of the fear. By the way, house prices have gone up so much, and that's another thing that's keeping people out. But if we, out of wanting to buy a house, because there's fear that, first of all, that the market perhaps is too high and that it's going to come down, but there's also fear that that people have that it'll keep on going up, and it will. If we look back in history, gosh, if you bought a house 40 years ago and you held on to it, you would have gone through, and I'm talking California, I'm not talking about the rest of the world, you would have gone through up cycles and down cycles, but your house would still be worth much more than what you paid back then. My aunt and uncle bought a house back in 1969, I think, so 1970-ish. They paid $38,500 for this home. And the house is worth, today, it's worth about $725,000 to $750,000. So if you wait any longer, houses are going to go up. Even if they come down in the near future, they're going to continue going up, and interest rates will probably go up, and you may price yourself out of being able to own a home. So again, my encouragement is, let's connect. Let's see if right now is a good time to buy a house. And if so, we'll get you out there into a house that's perfect for you. Look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.